14, 15, hanging around grown folks, you know what I'm saying, having sex before I was supposed to be, using drugs, stealing cars, you know what I'm saying, doing all kind of stuff that grown folks did. I mean, grown folks do that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But when I see those pictures of myself, I think like, dang, I was a little baby out here trying to be, like, when I see the pictures, I look so young, especially when I was like 16, I looked like I was 12. You know what I'm saying? And then when I look at myself when I was 19, I look like I was 15, 16. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, your parents got wisdom, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be their way or the highway. You know what I'm saying? How we was, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't no homeless shelter or no nothing. You ain't want to just be homeless out in Israel back in the day. I'm pretty sure it was wild animals and goats and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You want that comfort, you know what I'm saying? So your parents gonna teach you, they're gonna train you up in the ways of the Bible and teach you how to live. And like he said, you're gonna get to save money, you know what I'm saying? But the thing that you're not gonna be able to do is you're not gonna really be able to sneak out and get that much sex. That's really the most thing, the reason why this scripture is you're not supposed to leave, because if you out roaming around at that age, that's when your hormones is the strongest. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what's going to be going on. You can't get your freak on at your parents' crib that much. You know what I'm saying? It may be a time where they might have went out of town to Bethlehem once or twice. I don't know. If you want to get stoned, I wouldn't chance it. But it would make it a lot more difficult for us to do the things that we did knowing that we wasn't doing in the time period we live in, doing the things that we know we wasn't supposed to do.
And when you were younger, you lost your cover when you left money.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
You lost your cover. Yeah, that's something that young children have to understand. I was going to get out there on your own.
My bad. I was going to say, too, like, parents that are also, too, you know, when you worship in truth and spirit, right, you know the spirit to have on your kids to not really push them out, you know what I mean, by having attitude, oh, wake up, you ain't doing nothing, it's 10 o'clock, you're still in the bed, you know what I mean, so you got to, with this, when you worship it right, you know how to treat them, you know what I mean, to make them want to stay till they, you know, make them want to stay till they got money and, or with somebody, you know what I mean, or with a man, but when you churchified, you know how you is with your kids. You know?
Churchified. Like this scripture right here in Proverbs 3:31, it says, "Envy not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways." See, we don't even know that we the Israelites, and this is our book and our heritage, so that we don't understand what we supposed to do as a nation of people and how we supposed to live. See, we get to thinking like, okay, my kid is 18, I need to get him out in the world and get him into this college. No, slow down. You know what I'm saying? First, we need to be understanding what the Most High wanted to do. That's why it's important to know who you are according to the scriptures. People tell you it's not important, but we went into slavery because we were disobeying this stuff. So now that we still in captivity, we need to come to knowing who we are so that we can free ourselves from the mental bondage that we serving. And that's why it's important to know who you are according to these scriptures, because it's instructions for the Hebrew Israelites. If this is you, then you're going to be in trouble if you're not doing this stuff.
I mean, look at all the wickedness that came with, you know what I'm saying, the sexual promiscuity, you know what I'm saying, in the times we live in, all these different STDs, you know what I'm saying, unwed mothers, you know what I'm saying, in a cycle to where, because once you get like tall as your mom, you might grab the belt or something, you know what I'm saying, you might get slapped, you know what I'm saying, or something, but it ain't hurting you that bad, you know what I'm saying, you feel like a woman can't tell you nothing, like, Ma, you can't tell me no more, you know what I'm saying, and really she can't tell you but how to keep from getting in trouble, she can't show you and guide you on how to be a man, why it's so important for that man to be there, you know what I'm saying, that's why so many of us run out in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And we learn how to be a man from our peers who ain't men. We all roaming around in the dark, fooling around, telling each other stories, some of us lying. You know what I'm saying? And we all care about what each other think, you know what I'm saying? And we think this being a man, you know what I'm saying? And then some of us it take getting locked up. Like me, it took me to get locked up. It took me to catch a case, go on the run, figure out what being a man. It took Brother Judah to catch a case. You know what I'm saying, how to be a man. We got to learn the hard way how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? And this is why the Most High has his order set up for his people like this. because his intent was to turn out to be the best men as possible, the best women as possible, and therefore be the best parents as possible, give our children a good childhood. You know what I'm saying? To where you know, like in other nations, they not rushing to leave their parents' house. You know what I'm saying? They enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? And their relationship with their parents ain't as strained.
And like you said,
You know what I'm saying?
There until you get
Yeah,
married.
and I'm pretty sure that even though they children are adults, they treat their children as adults, but they still have household rules that you ought to follow because that's their home. That's just like in my house, you can't just do whatever you want. You can do a lot of stuff in my house because I'm not that controlling. But some stuff you ain't going to be doing it. I don't care that's how you feel. You'll be doing it somewhere else. So it's the same way with your parents. You know, so you can't get mad at your parents because they won't let you do certain stuff because it is stuff they let you do that you enjoy at their crib. But you ain't going to do everything. Just like if you was at your crib, you're not going to let your parents come over there and do everything. Like my mom not going to come over my crib and show out on me like she did when we was little. You don't have to leave, Mom. You know what I'm saying? That's for real. I'm grown now. You ain't going to be, you know what I'm saying? For real, you got to get out with all that foolishness. I still love you. You know what I'm saying? But this is my house. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, you don't understand. You're like, this is my room. You know what I'm saying? But you don't pay no bill. You know what I'm saying? Like Brother Steve, in that read you in that scripture, how can you ever repay them? You know what I'm saying? For the stuff they did. You know what I'm saying? Staying up late night, birthing you, changing diapers, worrying about you.
Dealing with you while you're
homework,
sick.
taking you to your Girl Scout meetings, your little Boy Scout, whatever. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff they did. Or even if they ain't do that much. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping a roof over your head and some clothes on your back and a hot meal. Because you couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And being naked and hungry and homeless is a bad triple combination. You know what I'm saying? Homeless, naked, and hungry. That's pretty bad, you know? Okay, so, yeah, we're going to go back to the beginning again in Genesis. This is where a lot of divine order was given out. Genesis chapter 3, verse 11 through 16. Genesis chapter 3, verses 11 through 16.